Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will discuss with you about historical background of Indian Constitution. So we'll start with Indian polity and I will start with historical background of Indian Constitution. So students, as you know that the British people they came to India in year 1600 as a East India Company. They came to India in the form of East India Company. And before coming to India, they wanted to trade in India. They obtained a charter from Queen Elizabeth. Charter from Queen Elizabeth, who was the Queen Elizabeth I, and she was the queen at that time in the British Empire. So East India Company took permission from Queen Elizabeth in the form of a charter to trade in India. Their main purpose was trade, to earn money. So they came to India. In the first 150 years of their ruling in India, they had only trade purposes. But after that, in 1757, they fought a battle of Plassey. Then in 1764, battle of Buxar, and they acquired territorial rights, territorial jurisdiction over Bihar, Bengal, and Odisha. So before that they were only doing trading, but by this year 1765 they enhanced their ambitions. Now they wanted to extend their territorial empire in India, and so that's why they acquired Diwani rights in these states. They acquired Diwani rights in these states, Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. So it means by Diwani right means they have right over revenues and civil jurisdiction. So English people who were very cunning at that time, they came for trade. They had territorial ambitions. They acquired territorial ambitions in India. They wanted to conquer the whole territory of India, and in 1857, First War of Independence was fought. First War of We will discuss this war in later lectures. First War of Indian Independence was fought, and British they crushed this First War of Indian Independence, and in 1858 the British Crown assumed the charge. The whole India come under the British Crown in 1858. British Crown took the direct responsibility of administration in India. The role of East India Company was become negligible, and British Crown assumed the whole administration. Now, near independence, when India was near independence, in 1934, what happened? Mr. M.N. Roy, who was the face of communist movement in India at that time, he proposed for the establishment of a constituent assembly, for a constituent assembly, so that in future a constitution could be framed for India. And based upon this recommendation in 1946, when all was set for Indian independence, Constituent Assembly was made and which drafted the Indian Constitution. Constitution was drafted by the Constituent Assembly, and this constitution came into effect in year, it was completed in 1949. The constitution was completed in 1949 and it came into effect in 1950 on 26th of January. So in these 200 years, British, they made many laws. In these 200 years, British, they made many laws and acts so that they could smoothly run the administration in India. In my next video, I will discuss about the first law which was made by the British people in India in 1773. That was the Regulating Act of 1773. Regulating Act of 1773. We will discuss the provision of this act in my next lecture. So this was all about today. I have discussed about a brief about historical background of Indian Constitution, and if you like my video, I request you to subscribe my channel and press the bell button so that you get future notifications from me, and I will continue with Indian polity along with some important questions so that you get more marks in exams and get more ranks in exams, competition exams. Thank you very much.